Welcome back, my creepy army of fiends from all around the world. The internet brings to you a creepy uncle doing his thing in Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. As you can see, we've gone with the monk class this season. Happy season 18, everybody. Hope you're having a lot of fun. I sure am. Definitely loving revisiting the monk, and what this video is just a quick look at how I'm progressing and what build I'm currently using before I actually develop a really good Wave of Light inners demolishing destructive build. So let's have a quick look. It's kind of just like luck of the draw as to what you go with, because early on, I'll open up Cano's Cube here. The first item I actually got was this Caesar's Memento, or should I say the first legendary. So with Caesar's Memento, enemies take 800% increased damage from your Tempest Rush for 5 seconds after you hit them with a blind, freeze, or stun. So naturally, if I've got this equipped either in Cano's Cube or in my actual armor slot, I'm going to definitely use a blinding ability that'll blind enemies, and then also Tempest Rush, because we're going to get 800% increased damage. So it's just too good to pass up, and early on in game you have to take advantage and just adapt with whatever items you get. In this case, Caesar's Memento, whack that in. Also got Balance, which Tempest Rush, it increases the damage of Tempest Rush by 600%. So obviously, these two go hand in hand, so it's a no-brainer to use Tempest Rush while I'm leveling up my Paragon levels, and also while I'm trying to farm items to develop my ideal build, which is going to be the Wave of Light build for inners. It's demolishing the leaderboards. The one that's demolishing the leaderboards currently is the Legacy of Dreams Wave of Light build. So Wave of Light has always been so damn overpowered. It still hasn't changed, still super powerful. The most powerful one is the Legacy of Dreams one, and I definitely will get into that. But for the time being, this is what I'm using, and this you can farm up to Torment 12 very, very easily. I'm talking like Blitzkrieg speed. Everything can like be killed very easily. There's no fear of dying because everything just gets killed so quickly. We're not taking too much damage, so we don't die. You can push this build up to Torment 16 if you want to. I have attempted it. It's doable, but you can definitely die. So if you're playing hardcore, I definitely wouldn't recommend it. But you can push this up to T16 if you really want to use your Tempest Rush. But this is, I wouldn't recommend that. This is just a temporary build to get you through higher Torment levels so you can farm the gear that you want and develop something that's really going to kick ass. So in my case, I'm developing a Wave of Light build for the 6-piece Inners Monk, and the video is going to be coming soon for sure. But in the meantime, this is what we're using. So Mantle of Channeling, again, it goes hand in hand with Tempest Rush. So as we're channeling Tempest Rush, it increases the damage that it deals by 25% and also reduces damage taken by 25%. So pretty nice item there for Tempest Rush, and this has definitely been very handy. I haven't had the best luck this season when it comes to drops for some reason. So everything that's dropped seems to be leaning towards the Tempest Rush ability. So I've just gone down that route for now, and it's definitely serving me quite well. It's definitely doing well. So with the inners items, I'm using the head, the chest, the belt, the pants, and the gloves there. And for those of you that didn't see, in Cano's Cube here, I just want to make sure that my big head's not in the way. I've got the Ring of Royal Grandeur equipped. So having 5 items equipped of inners will give us the 6-piece bonus. As you can see, they're all active there. They're highlighted in green. Okay. I'm using Eye of Etlich, which is definitely nice for damage reduction. It reduces damage that we take from ranged attacks and also reduces the duration of control impairing effects. So very nice there. Binding of the Lesser Gods. Enemies that are hit by a Cyclone Strike take 160% increased damage. So again, we're using Cyclone Strike because we got those braces. Using Convention of Elements, we're using Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. This is very, very nice, and it's going to allow us to really reactivate Blinding Flash often. And Blinding Flash not only replenishes our spirit there, as I mentioned, it increases our damage big time because of Caesar's Memento. So if we're running low on spirit, as we're casting Tempest Rush here, we can target a group of enemies, blind them. Obviously it didn't work there because there's no enemies around us, but if we blind them, it increases the damage by 100% of Tempest Rush because of Caesar's Memento, and it also replenishes our spirit there. We've also got Mystic Ally for spirit, but I'll get into the skills in a second. Let's quickly blitz through the gear. Using the crudest boots, definitely ideal for any kind of inners build. So crudest boots, Mystic Ally summons 2 Mystic Allies that fight by your side. Which means that, as you can see, for the 6-piece bonus, we have all 5 Mystic Allies out. Now we get 2 of them. So we get 10 Mystic Allies all up. So definitely a nice damage increase for Mystic Allies there. For our weapons, I'm using the Crystal Fist and the Flesh Rake. Nothing too fancy there. It's more about the Canise Cube, using balance in there. This goes hand in hand with our Dashing Strike, which we're using. So as you can see, I'm just going with the flow. Depending on what drops is what I use. It's as simple as that. Let's have a look at some skills now. I feel like I'm babbling way too much. We're using Crippling Wave with Rising Tide, Tempest Rush with Northern Breeze, Blinding Flash, Replenishing Light, Dashing Strike, Way of the Falling Star, Mystic Ally, Air Ally, Cyclone with Implosion, Passives Harmony, Seize Initiative, Near Death Experience, Beacon of Yitar. Simple as that. Just a quick progression video. I've given you all the details if you want to kind of replicate something similar to this and have a bit of fun, especially if you're getting over Wave of Light, because once you go Wave of Light, you kind of stick to that build because it's the strongest one for the monk currently. There's a couple different variations. The strongest one is the Legacy of Dream one, which I'll get to eventually. Be patient, bear with me, it's coming, I promise. But in the meantime, this is what your creepy uncle is using just to get by and to farm the Nephilim Rifts, Greater Rifts, and push them as high as I possibly can so I can just get those items that I really want. So this is by no means a strong, powerful build I'm recommending. This is just an update on my season and where I'm at. You can definitely give it a go if you like, but make sure you come back for the super powerful, destructive Wave of Light build for the Inners Monk. Anyway, we've spoken enough. I think y'all know what your creepy uncle's been up to and the items that I'm using. So let's go and do a quick Nephilim Rift together. Let's do some gameplay. You can't come here without gameplay. Seriously, let's go. Let's do it. Love you all. See ya in the Nephilim. And as a very wise stripper once told me, let's have some fun. So you want to use that Cyclone Strike. You want to definitely keep an eye on your spirit there. For the most part, you shouldn't really run out very quickly, but if you keep using Tempest Rush and holding it down, then you will eventually run out. Because we've got the pollen effect there, we're not running out at the moment. But not only do you have Blinding Flash, which increases your damage, it also will replenish your spirit, so make sure you time that correctly. And also, if that's on cooldown and we have no other option, or there's no enemies around us, or lack of, we can use Mystic Ally that replenishes spirit also. So you should have no issue with this setup that your creepy uncle has done to keep your spirit levels up. And of course, the Cyclone Strike is always good to start when you come across a new pack, because not only will it suck enemies in towards you, it'll also increase damage that they take. So as you can see, we are taking some damage, but nothing too fatal, nothing too dangerous. I wouldn't go standing in explosions. This is Torment 12, so it's not baby Torment level. This isn't baby stuff. This is, you know, we're up there. Torment 12 is up there. So you can't just be reckless, is what I'm trying to say. But for the most part, as you can see, we're relatively comfortable. And it's fun. It's heaps of fun. Like, Tempest Rush is actually fun. And what I actually like about it is you can pass through enemies. As long as you're channeling or using Tempest Rush, when it's active, when you're doing it, you just like charge straight through enemies. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, plenty of elites around. And you definitely can push your torment levels up higher, like I mentioned. You can go to 16 if you want, but it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be efficient. It's not going to be quick. Unless you're trying to just test out the build and see how far you can push it, then there's really no benefits from going higher torment. This is just efficient and it helps us to farm the items that we actually want. It's like a filler build. A temporary filler build. I don't think we're going to be able to get the Rift Guardian on this floor unless we get another couple elite packs. Yeah, let's just go on down here. The doorway's just here anyway. Oh, what? It failed! Let's try that again. There we go. So that's the cool thing about Monk. You can dash through walls and areas if done correctly. Monks are so damn fast. I'm so glad that I'm playing a Monk this season. They're just so efficient, so fast, and so powerful. Alright, now the Rift Guardian will pop. So thank you everyone for tuning in and checking out my seasonal progress. That's pretty much what this video was. Also gave you obviously all the details to the build that I'm using. Not ideal to be pushing greater rifts, or not ideal to be using as like a permanent build at the moment. I think Tempest Rush builds are relatively weak for the most part, especially if you're looking to push high GR and if you're looking to be super powerful. This is definitely fun and an efficient filler build. Definitely will serve you well throughout your seasonal journey. And don't forget, I did forget to mention during this video, make sure that you click on the top of your game for the seasonal icon, for your seasonal journey icon, and make sure you work through your chapters. So once you complete chapter 4, you'll have your final Hodrick's gift and you'll have your full 6-piece set, whatever corresponds to that class. So if you're playing a monk, in order to get all your inner set as quickly as possible, your set items, click on that seasonal journey icon at the top, the green stone thing, and make sure that you do all the chapters and complete all of the objectives. After you complete chapter 4, you'll have your full 6-piece inners, and then you'll automatically boost up to like Torment 4, Torment 6 instantly. So in the meantime, make sure any legendaries that are dropped you save, because you don't know what you're going to be using either in Kanai's cube or in your actual armor slots, in your inventory slots. Either way, have a good read. Do some research to the legendary powers and just use something powerful like I have. Just go with the flow. Whatever you get lucky on, just equip it, use it, and try and build your builds from there. Love you all. Cannot wait to see you all again real soon. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Show your support to the creepy one. And most importantly, come back and visit.